This is Channel 25 WVTT Olean. Now, from the Twin Tiers' biggest broadcast news operation, this is the 6 o'clock report with Jeff Andrulonis and Alexa Olson. Listen on News Radio 96.7 WVTT or watch on News Channel 25 WVTT television. WVTT proudly presents the 6 o'clock report.
Good evening, I'm Alexa Olson.
And I'm Jeff Andrulonis. The big story tonight on the 6 o'clock report, and it's late breaking news just into the WVTT News Center. We've learned that Tucson shooting suspect Jared Lee Lautner has pleaded guilty to the shooting spree that killed 6 and wounded 13, including Congresswoman Gabby Giffords. Alexa?
That's right, Jeff. One of the wounded, like you said, was Congressman Gabby Giffords. She's made a miraculous recovery after being shot in the head. We will continue to bring you all the latest updates for this story. Make sure that you check our website, also our Twitter and our Facebook pages for all the latest breaking news. Also, according to the Wellsville Daily Reporter, police responded to a shooting in Wellsville earlier this afternoon. The victim was taken to Jones Memorial Hospital with a shotgun wound to the chest. The alleged shooter was caught and taken to the State Police Department in Amity for questioning. The shooting took place near the intersection of Truax Road and County Road 30. The victim's name has not yet been released.
It's a high-profile court case in Buffalo coming to a close today with a judge giving Dr. James Corisanti a professional punishment. Some people are saying that his punishment, though, is just a slap on the wrist for the drunk driving hit and run that killed 18-year-old Alex Rice. Corisanti is still able to practice medicine, but will have to be supervised by a licensed physician. He was also slapped with a $10,000 fine and probation for 5 years. Corisanti must also be visited regularly by a sobriety officer and a therapist, and will also be subject to random drug tests.
Well, Jeff, don't forget it's National Night Out tonight, so turn your porch lights on and don't be surprised to see a heavier influx of law enforcement making their presence known throughout your community.
What we want to do is try to get people out of their houses, meet their neighbors if they don't know their neighbors, share some information with each other, kind of watch each other's houses, cars. If you see someone around your neighbor's house that you don't recognize, you can call us, get license plate numbers. You know, it's just kind of the community helping each other out.
And I think National Night Out gives people in every neighborhood in the city a chance to come out and talk to the police, talk to whether it's the mayor or one of the aldermen, so they feel like they have someone that they can talk with, but it's not them per se coming up here complaining.
Now we are watching.
Meanwhile, a four-legged canine cop passed away over the weekend. He was a German Shepherd named Harry, retired in 2008. But before his retirement, he had a very impressive career. You see, Harry helped police officers find one of the most infamous criminals in the Twin Tiers in recent memory, Ralph Bucky Phillips, and was also the last living canine dog that helped search Ground Zero after the terrorist attacks of 9/11.
43-year-old Andrew J. Hoffman will serve 7 years in New York State Prison on charges stemming from an accident last fall. The Salamanca man is accused of seriously injuring 3 people when he struck them with his truck last October. The accident happened near the intersection of Bunker Hill Road and Old State Route 17 in Cold Spring. The pedestrians Stacy Mabey, Daniel Redeye, and Jane Pierce were reportedly pinned between Hoffman's truck and a sedan parked in the area. 2 other pedestrians jumped over the guide rail to avoid being hit. Hoffman left the scene but turned himself in the next day.
More than $540,000 in grants will be awarded to help Pennsylvania's rural communities guard against the threat of fires in forests and other undeveloped areas. The State Department of Conservation and Natural Resources announced the grants earlier this week. In McKean County, the Bradford Township Volunteer Fire Department received a grant for $1,561, and the Kane Volunteer Fire Department received $2,900. In Potter County, the Germania Fire Department also received money. Local firefighting forces in rural areas or communities with fewer than 10,000 residents qualify for the aid from the state.
There's an Olean City School Board meeting happening shortly at the Olean High School, and on the agenda is the discussion of selling Ivers J. Norton School Building and the Boardman Elementary School Building. The board has determined that it is in the district's best interest to sell the buildings and that the acceptance of bids from prospective buyers is the best way to generate money for the district. The minimum sale price for IJN is $140,000. The minimum sale price for Boardmanville is $230,000. Also tonight, at the Olean Library starting at 7 o'clock. 16-year-old Sayanda Shields will be talking about a book she wrote, illustrated, and designed. Her book is called Makondo's Secret Path to the Purple Moon, and I plan on heading over there tonight to get all the details.
Sounds like fun. Meantime, some people in Olean are heading to a new restaurant looking to save some money. They're talking about saving money because everything on the menu is under $1. The owner of the 99-cent cafe says that business has been booming since she opened their doors, I imagine it is, and that she's gotten nothing but positive feedback from the community. The 99-cent cafe is located in the Olean Center Mall here in Olean. We'll have the full story for you tomorrow night on the 6 o'clock report, so don't miss it.
Well, tryouts for the women's soccer team at Jamestown Community College's Cattaraugus County campus will be held from 2 to 3 on August 18th on the fields located next to the Olean Water Treatment Plant on River Street. To be eligible to play for the Jaguars, participants must be a full-time JCC student during the fall semester.
Well, maybe you're one of those folks that just can't get enough of the London Olympics. Then you're not going to want to miss the 3rd annual Fit and Fun Fest. It's happening this Friday at the Olean Area YMCA. Multiple events planned for Friday evening. Now, that event kicks off at 5 o'clock and it lasts until 9 o'clock. One of our sister radio stations, 99.1 Big Bob Country, will be out there as well at the Fit and Fun Fest at the Olean Area YMCA.
Well, this week, Portville celebrated its 175th birthday, and the Portville residents are celebrating too with a 7-day event. The village-wide festival started on Sunday with a horse pull and is continuing tonight with the Taste of Portville and a car show at Pioneer Park. Tomorrow will be Fireman's Day with demonstrations by local fire departments at the elementary school parking lot. There will be other family-friendly events throughout the week, with the celebration ending with a village birthday party with cake and fireworks display on Sunday night.
And Alexa, that sounds like a lot of fun as well in Portville. Coming up on the 6 o'clock report, our WVTT World and National News Roundup, including the story of, well, you've heard of secondhand smoke. What about third-hand smoke? I'll tell you about it next on the 6 o'clock report here on WVTT.